We told 5.
That was a little bit of a bait and switch. I was like, guys, I've got this huge place. Might as well come stay. And then Jensen went, you got up early. He played some golf. He went early to throw his bag in. And he's like, how many bedrooms did you say this place had? Because it was 2 bedrooms.
At most.
At most. That's stretching it.
It was 2 bedrooms. One of the...
I ended up sleeping on the
floor.
He slept on the floor next to the bed that he slept in. I don't know what happened. I was in the other room.
You were resting after what we had been through.
I needed it.
So we filmed till like 3 or 4.
How much of this story are we going to tell?
We're telling it all.
We're editing as we go.
We shouldn't tell it.
Not all of it.
So Misha invites us over. We end up going like they're thinking it's going to be like a short day. That by short we mean like 3 p.m. to 2 a.m. Like, oh, it's only an 11-hour day. It's going to be brilliant. It ends up going like 5, and so we go back to Misha's place. And we're like, hey, this is like a send-off for season 12. Let's open a bottle of wine, have a few beers, whatever. And so we hung out and had a few drinks and kind of chatted there was like a patio. You're overlooking the Chief, which is this beautiful mountain.
After we realized that there were very little places to sleep in this place, we were then like, well, I guess we should probably just stay up.
So we stayed up and then went to bed.
I do remember at one point being in the other room.
This is the night or the day of?
Being awoke by just...
Yeah, it was...
And like, what are they doing in there? Have they brought in animals now? And...
Like I said, I was sick.
Jared was snoring so loud that from down the hall in a closed-door bedroom, it woke me up. And I'm like, how is Misha possibly sleeping in the same room?
Oh, he had been put to the test the night before.
He can sleep through anything.
No, he woke up for...
when you nudged him.
You're all like, what's true and what's not? I want to believe. No. So... we wake up and it's all like, we filmed too late, we stayed too late. And so, the phone, so Misha has rented this house, VRBO or something, home away. So he puts
it's all under his name.
It's all under his name. So the home phone rings.
So stupid.
So Jared, me, obviously.
I love when he refers to himself in the third person.
I come upstairs to find Jared on the phone after the phone had been ringing.
So this is
the house phone. The phone that belongs to the home. That is not Misha's or us. Or
the house phone rings, and I'm like, hello? And the other guy's like, hey, Virgil. I'm like, this is Virgil. Yes, this is Virgil.
The actual owner of the home.
Yeah, I'm sitting with Mark, and Mark wants to cancel his lease a couple months early. It means we'll have to let him off the hook, but we have another lease coming in. We think, I'm like, pull the trigger.
Now I'm like, well, hey.
Like, hey, no, go ahead and do it. Sign it. This is Virgil. Sign on my behalf. Sign on my behalf. And so the guy's like, cool, man. Well, we'll just send the papers. And Misha's grabbing the phone. Finally, it like flies out of both of our hands. It's
into a glass, breaks a glass. There's the sound of me going, no! Glass breaking, me grabbing the phone and hanging it up. And that's how the call ended. So it's, yeah, great, go ahead, sign on my behalf.
Go ahead, sign on my behalf. That's fantastic. We've got Roy here to witness it. Yep, thanks, Roy. Okay, bye.
I couldn't believe the police didn't show up after that. And then the phone rings again.
No. When was the computer? When was your computer?
The phone rings again. I run downstairs. I run downstairs, right? I don't know. I lost the sequence. At
You went to-
some point, I did
When was
something.
your computer open?
I left my computer open. I went downstairs. That's when he started tweeting something about.
He jumps up, runs over to the computer, starts tweeting. Then you hear Misha coming sprinting back upstairs as though he just
I ran
realized
downstairs.
that the computer was available.
I ran downstairs to unplug the phone so that like no more incoming calls would come into the house. And as I'm coming back upstairs, I like I went into slow motion because of course Jared is sitting there on my laptop.
I think I was like retweeting Donald Trump, like, couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
You're the best.
That's right. That's what it was.
So then it comes up, and now Misha's like, ugh. Okay, I have my phone. I have the house phone. I have my computer.
I'm just gonna.
Meanwhile, it was the best morning cup of coffee entertainment I've ever had. I'm just sitting there at the table like.
And so then it's time to then it's time to get ready for work. And so keep in mind, this is like a very nice house. It's been like architectured and it's very beautiful home, pretty new. And so the phone is unplugged. Misha has taken back over his Twitter. And so he goes to shower, get ready for work or whatever. And I'm upstairs and I'm like, I want to turn on CNN, like whatever. And I'm going, and it's like it's some unusual Canadian satellite system I'm not used to. So CNN's not the same channel. So I'm like flipping through channels. And it gets to like boys in the shower. Or something. Boys in their butts or something like that. And I was like, huh. And I pushed one.
That piqued your interest?
Yeah, Misha's on the bill, man.
He picked, and to be specific, he selected subscribe, which was very expensive.
Assuming, in all fairness, that the homeowner wouldn't rent his house out to people without putting a block on pay-per-view, but he didn't. He didn't block his pay-per-view, and so he subscribed. Well, Misha, the tenant, subscribed to. It was like. Boys, handsome butts.
It was very
sex or something.
Very, very, very graphic bathroom sex. And I believe you subscribed like to the month, like the forever.
It was an annual subscription.
In all fairness, they were offering a deal at the time.
I spent, by the way,
$30 a month, $200. Yeah.
They left before me for work, and I spent almost 2 hours trying to unsubscribe. Unsuccessfully. I could not unsubscribe because I didn't have the password that he had created.
And on that note, we're out. Thank you guys.